So do you think all of that, all of the training that you've done in boxing, the going to the Olympics and that, do you think all of that challenge has kind of framed in your mind the business compared to that is quite easy?
Definitely, mate. I mean, you think about it. You've trained, you've had fights before. Like how hard that training is, how dedicated you've got to be to do that training. Now, if you translate that to something else and you put that same hard work and energy into something else, it's gonna be successful. Especially where I was a successful boxer, I'm putting that energy into business. Something that I enjoy. I would think if I didn't enjoy the business side of it, I wouldn't do well. Because I really love it and really love everything about it, building and growing. It just flew.
Yeah. So do you think you were a natural entrepreneur then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I think it's something in my blood. Me dad. I don't know if you know my dad. My dad is an entrepreneur as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely in my blood. You know, I was buying and selling sweets when I was 12 in school and making more money than any of my friends. So I've always been good at making money. You know,
I love it. Buying and selling sweets. You know what I used to buy? Well, actually, I didn't use buy and sell them. You know, what do they call? Do you have conkers over there? I have conkers.
Oh yeah, conkers.
They probably call them something different, right? They probably call them something different. Chestnuts or something, right?
Yeah.
When I was at school, I used to sell fucking conkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got into it numerous times.
Yeah.
I used to go to Cleedon and I used to get all the biggest conkers, take them to school and sell them, cover them in nail varnish and that.
Yeah. Oh yes. How old are you? You're older than me, right?
Mate, I'm 40. Yeah. 41 this year.
4 years older than me, old bastard.
Jesus.
I used to sell cigarettes in school.
20 pence a tab.
Aye, 20 pence a tab, and so I've always been great at doing that and making money, and you know, and now I'm really enjoying learning about what to do with the money when you make the money. You know.
Oh, nice. All right, what are you doing there then? Looking at investments and that.
Looking at investments, I've kind of always been good at that compared to other boxers. So when I fought, right, I got a 40 grand signing on fee, which is mad because I turned pro in 2008, where it was the recession hit, right? If I won an Olympic medal in 2004 and I turned pro there, I would have probably got 250 grand sign on fee. But because it was the recession, I got 40 grand sign on fee.
Yeah.
Then me fights.
Same a matchroom jumper.
I signed with Frank Maloney.
Yeah.
Jeez,
really?
I signed with him, and then I was getting 20 grand a fight if I fought in Sunderland, and 15 grand a fight if I fought outside of Sunderland. So what I was doing with money, every time I had 2 fights, I would put the money away. I would buy a house. So now I've only had 10 fights, but now I own 5 houses in Sunderland. We have tenants for them all. Yeah. So that money's working for us there, and then out here now I'm looking to get property out here, but I'm also in the stock market a little bit as well. You know, and that's
I love that because I can't remember who I spoke about this. I think it was Crawler. And I think he's been really smart. Crawler's been really smart with these investments as well. And Scott Quigg as well, I've spoken about this.
Oh, nice.
And they've been really smart with their investments. And I think that who was I talking about this? I think it might have been, do you know Ricky Hatton's manager, Paul Speak?
Yeah.
Speaky, he was talking about this and he was telling me that boxers that brought up in gyms where there's no money, they're putting 50 pence subs in and that.
Yeah.
So they're used to living that life where they're not like splashing cash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said that's been useful for a lot of boxers who've been smart with their money. Yeah. So you are smart. Did you get any advice on that?
A bit off my dad, but not really. We don't get advice, and something that really wrecks boxers is they don't pay tax. They think I've just getting 10 grand for this fight. I'm not giving 1,500 of that away to the tax man, which I understand. So they pay nothing. I remember a fighter who fought for a British title. He ended up getting £20,000 for the fight, but he never paid tax in his last 5 fights. So he got caught and he had to pay that full fight money to the tax man. So he ended up fighting for nothing. And so I advise boxers or anyone, always give the tax man a little bit. Keep him off your back.
He's going to come for you anyway, ain't he?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But there's ways around that, so you've got to be smart with that stuff.